Hey guys, hope you had a great day today. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is starting out wonderfully. I have a clean house and I'm ready to start my day. I got my cup of coffee, slept in a little bit today, not too bad. So it's 8 o'clock and I've got my list of things I need to do. I had a good working night yesterday where the kids do their homeschool thing. I'm able to sit for a few hours and just work uninterrupted. So that was really good to do. So I feel like I got some planning done, some things done. I'm like, okay, now I can start tomorrow and do good. So usually Friday is Gather Your Fragment Friday. It is gonna be a Thursday. Gather Your Thursday Friday. Gather Your Fragment Thursday. That doesn't make sense, right? Gather Your Fragment. But tomorrow we have a homeschool thing that we're going to, and it's for most of the day. I'm still gonna be filming, but I'm not gonna prepare a lot of food. Well, I will, I have to, because the weekend, I just don't know how I'm gonna do that for the weekend or what, but that'll come tomorrow. But for today, we're low on food. We are cleaning. I told you, I'm kind of not going to the store, kind of weaning back the store a little bit, which we have lots of food. We have lots of food. So you just have to get creative. And so then yesterday I really, got into like cleaning my kitchen and doing all of that. So I just made like just a simple little meal for dinner and didn't really have, there wasn't a whole lot of everything else. The kids are just grabbing things here and there. And I'm like, today I'll make a little bit more food to grab and have as some munchies, some snacks, that kind of stuff. And then that way there'll be an abundance for the next few days. Gathering things up, that's what we're doing. I'm definitely gathering things up. So after looking through things and see what I have, I'm just gonna start. So you ready for a good day? I'm ready for a great day. All right, let's go. So I bought some yogurt. I remember I bought like the flavored yogurt and I made those little yogurt cups, which nobody, they ate a few and then I ended up turning them all into smoothies. It worked, whatever. I also bought some plain non-fat yogurt. All of them were like, we miss your homemade yogurt, because we used to make it all the time, but like in the jars, a ton of them, but I just don't have that many kids that would eat that much anymore. And so I haven't made homemade yogurt in a long time. I may get back into making that, we'll see. But this will be a nice trial run. So I'm gonna put in my blender, they like it just with strawberry sauce. That's it. So I'm gonna gather fragments. I'm gonna use up all of these. Let me make sure that's on. All these strawberries here. That might seem like a lot to some, but using that bag up because that's been in the freezer. And then we have the strawberry sauce. I know, don't normally add this. It's not a required ingredient. But normally what I do is add sugar to this and some juice. And then we blend it up. But I don't want to add sugar because I have this, and I don't want to add juice because I don't have any apple juice. But I'll add a little bit of water to it. So I'm thinking this is just going to use it up. This is going to be a good way to, it's like these are ice cream toppings. We've had these for a while. They're not expired. I bought them, I don't know, a long time ago. And we just didn't use them like we thought we would. So this will be a good way. That's simple. And then we also have a few waffles in there, and we can put it over waffles like as a simple strawberry syrup. So let me get some water in here. Just got to add enough to make it blend. I'm not really sure what that amount's going to be. So let's turn this on. Oh, that's perfect. That's going to be delicious. So I'm going to get a container. What am I going to use? I got to go see what kind of glass containers I have. And remember, you squeeze the bottom, that bottom, it moves. Just discovered that. So this is going to be great. The kids love this. Now this does separate, obviously, because it's frozen. And it will separate. Let me put that in here. And be more like liquid. But this, they like this. There's lots of sauce here, but I have waffles in there still. That was the last of my freezer meal, and I'm gonna spatula and clean that out. This is gonna be great. So strawberry sauce. This is gathering up my little bit of strawberries that I've had in there for months, and using the jar of ice cream topping that we would probably never do anything with, and it would just sit in the closet forever. So that's a good thing. So a good breakfast done. The next thing I'm gonna make yesterday, I noticed when I was doing the cupboards, I was like, I have all those sprinkles. I haven't made that many bean donuts, and I have garbanzo beans. I actually went to the freezer today. I had a container of garbanzo beans in the freezer. I'm gonna make these. These are chocolate bean donuts. Very good. If you haven't made these, like I've seen the black bean brownies, and they're okay. I mean, they're fine. These are so good. Like, they're delicious. They are so good. They came from a girls' camp, a Christian girls' camp in our town back in Zirconia. It was like a very well-to-do camp, like thousands of dollars a week. Celebrities would send their children to this camp, and so Lauren worked there and got this recipe. It's so good. It's very good and delicious. So I'm gonna tweak it a little bit just because I don't have everything on hand. Like this one uses unsweetened almond milk. I don't have that. I just have regular lactose-free milk, but everything else, delicious. So I'm just gonna put it in the blender. This you can get in my cookbook. This is our family cookbook. something that we have made the same foods forever. These recipes go back to when I first started cooking and cooking better. I guess cooking better than prepared or like convenience foods. So all of these recipes, and we still use them to this day. It's like I'll go back once in a while. I'm like, oh, like yesterday or the other day we made the Salisbury steak. I'm like, I haven't made that in a little while. I'm like, that was so good. So chocolate bean donuts are in here. They're delicious. And you know what? They're also on my blog, linked below. You can go there, they're free. So doesn't cost anything. So I had some ones in my freezer. I had a little container, so I put that and I'll put it in the microwave because it's frozen. Use it up and open up 1 can. So this is gonna be well over 2 cups of beans, probably like almost 3 cups of beans. So the recipe's for 1, so I'm gonna have to try to do ×3 in here. I think I can do that. We'll just make a little bit extra beans. I'm good with that. So let me get the milk out and all my ingredients. So for the base, you just add everything into the blender and blend it. You're gonna add your almond milk. Let's get our baking powder, soda, vanilla, apple cider vinegar, and salt and sugar. Simple. Now for this recipe, I've used, it's melted chocolate chips. I have used cocoa powder before, and it works. Not as chocolatey, but still works pretty good. So I'm able to use up these, which is good. Let me open a new bag and just pour it. And then you just mix everything together. Your melted chocolate, your liquid, and then you add some flour. Stir it in, and then I still have piping bags right here. Someone got me these a long time ago. There's probably 100 in here. There was 100. I still have a ton left. So I'm going to pipe it into my donut pan. But if you don't have a donut pan, you can just do it in a muffin pan. It works just the same. So while those are baking, I've got one in and I've got probably one more pan to go. I'm gonna start on my next thing, and it's gonna be some like snacks per se. We have some leftovers from Christmas. I never made the rest of my spinach dip. Remember we made half of it and everybody loved it. They loved it and ate it. So I thought, why don't I get that out? We can make a little, maybe tonight I can put it out with like some salami, because I have salami and some cheese and crackers. I even have a cheese ball, just to put a little spread out, just to use up stuff, because why not? So I'm thinking I've got a little bit of spinach. I saved half. So I'm just gonna put that under hot water so it can kind of thaw, squeeze it out. I've got a little bit of sour cream here. This is the rest of my Miracle Whip, and rest of this. Then I'll chop up some water chestnuts. Easy, put it in a bowl. I've got a bag of pretzels, so tonight after dinner, because we'll have a dinner, and then like later everybody comes looking for snacks, and I thought I'll put out that little spread of stuff and it'll be delicious. So I got this. I want to make potato soup today, but I only have a little bit of potatoes, and so I had I thought I had a bigger container of sour cream while I only had half a container. In the soup I have to add sour cream. I was like, I don't have to, but I'm like, yeah, you need to because that makes the flavor. So I just added a little bit in here and added more Miracle Whip. This will work. So tonight, I brought this out so I don't forget. This will be nice. We'll set it out. We'll have our cheese balls so I don't forget and everything. I'll just cover this, put it in the refrigerator. So I got my first batch out over there. I had one of them fall apart. I'm like, maybe part of it wasn't mixed up properly. Who knows? But it'll be delicious. I know it will. So I've got the last batch in here. So now I'm going to start my next thing. What I'm going to make here is Cowboy Caviar. Now, this again is in my cookbook. It's one of these where I'm gathering fragments. So I'm not going to use exactly the ingredients. Like this one uses black beans, black eyed peas, pinto beans, dark red kidney beans, garbanzo beans, corn. I put lima beans in there. And then it's celery. I don't have celery. It uses red bell pepper and yellow. I don't, but I have some frozen. I just thawed this. And then I don't have a jalapeno, but I do have red pepper flakes. And then you make the dressing. So I'm like, I'm looking in my closet. I gotta go home. Let me see if I got corn. I did have a can of corn, but I did remember in the freezer, I think, didn't I make my Southwestern wraps? Is that what it was? I had black beans and corn. I mixed together. It's got some, I think it's got green chilies in it, I think. I just pulled that out. I'm thawing it, so we're gonna use that. That'll work out. What I'm gonna do for this one is, I'm using it up because I got black eyed peas, lima beans, I have garbanzo beans, and I have these. These are mixed chili beans, dark. You know what? I might even have to. Do I have to? I was thinking I might not even need this if I have that other bit in the thing. I would rinse these because it has chili sauce, but I don't have any other like beans, so I might rinse these. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna just open these up, drain them. I got that in the microwave. We'll mix it all together and see what it is. Basically put a bunch of beans together, then you're gonna make like a dressing with rice vinegar, olive oil, garlic, salt and pepper, and sugar. It's easy. So I thawed this enough to be able to take it out of here. It's still frozen a little bit, but so it'll thaw as the day goes on. So this has, what do we got in there? We have peppers. It smells real good. Green chilies, corn, and black beans. So I'm gonna add these. Let me see how much is in there. Not everybody uses lima beans. I do. But let me see. We might have to add a little bit more. You just kind of stir it and see what it looks like. It's kind of plain looking, so the green doesn't add much pizzazz to it, so I probably will. I'll open this up and I'm gonna drain it and rinse it off because we don't want the chili sauce. So this to me is perfect. They're gonna be a little bit more smashed because they're not, you know, like a can of them. They're gonna be a little more protected, but that's gonna give it the little bit darker color. So you do what you can do. Whatever you're gathering fragments, it doesn't have to look pretty. You're not making this for a party. You're just making it by gathering your pantry. All these foods, everything in my pantry, I did not have to make anything, which is good. And then I have these little bit of peppers. I pureed them up, so I'm gonna use that. And then I'm gonna add garlic here. We'll add a little bit more and then just scoop it in there. And then we're gonna stir it up and then I'll make my dressing and pour it on top. So the dressing is, it's a half a cup of rice vinegar and a half a cup of olive oil. Gotta add sugar. And then we're gonna add salt and pepper. And what I'm gonna do is add hot pepper flakes because you can add a jalapeno. I just don't have any, so we have hot pepper flakes. It'll be nice and spicy that way. So stir this together and then you just pour it over it and mix it up. And then we have a whole big bag of these right here. This are great for scooping and eating. This is really delicious. Lots of filling. You can eat it plain by itself. It's really good. Mine's got a lot of liquid in it because I didn't add as many beans as normal. But look at that. Cowboy Caviar out of your pantry. Another snack from Gathering Your Fragment Thursday. So the next thing I'm gonna do is we've got our breakfast done, or you know, donuts for breakfast and yogurt. That'll be good enough for now. And then I'm gonna do, I got snacks, got spinach dip, we'll do a charcuterie board. I've got the dip. Now I'm gonna do some soups because I have, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 potatoes. So I'm gonna make potato bacon chowder gathered at Fragments. So I'm gonna peel my potatoes and get them on the stove to cook. So I'm looking ahead to like today, tomorrow, those kind of things. So I have this little bit of broccoli to use up and I'm like, what do I do with it? So I'm thinking to do like some kind of soup conglomeration for everybody. So I've got the potato soup. I'm thinking I'll make cheesy broccoli soup because I got good old canned cheddar cheese. And then I've got my Chick-fil-A, remember the soup we made? I've got these right here. I've got 2 of those and I've got a vegetable soup right here to use up as well. So I'm thinking that if I make these today, obviously they're gonna last for the next few days, so that's good. The one from Chick-fil-A is done. Don't have to do anything. I'll just heat it up, which will be nice. And my vegetable soup, again, just have to heat it up. So that, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 soups that we can choose from over the next couple days. We got those tiny little croutons. I'll remember those. I pulled out this Aloha chicken for tomorrow as a freezer meal because I'm gonna put it in the slow cooker in the morning. So I'm thinking, let's chop up broccoli and we'll cook that, and then I'll do what I can with what I got and make soup. That's delicious. My soup just boiled over. I'm like, no, I just cleaned the stove. Gotta be careful. Refrigerator's open. Okay, I went out to my freezer and I was thinking, I'm like, how can I make this soup a little bit better? I've got Alfredo stuffed gnocchi. Would that be good with the broccoli? I'm thinking so. If I don't make the soup super thick, I'm thinking this would be, because we used to do a gnocchi soup. I am thinking that's going to be good in here. You know what? I'll do it. I'll test it out and let you know. This is good. So I'm going to chop up my broccoli. I've got a carrot here. I'm going to chop those up. I'm kind of use my recipe as best I can. You got to do what you got to do, but I'm thinking the gnocchi is going to be the hookup. All right, let's chop this up and we'll cook it. I think that's going to be a delicious addition to the soup. I really do. So let that come to a boil. We'll add our chicken broth. We'll make some good soup. So the potatoes are going to be done in a minute, and I'm going to add, I'm looking at my original recipe. This is my friend, I had this at my friend Barb's house. It's really good. Where's my potato soup? See, I'm sorry. Chicken gnocchi soup is chicken with, veggies and just chicken broth and gnocchi. So I'm thinking it's gonna be something good. So potato bacon chowder is gonna be, when this comes to a boil, I'm gonna add some chicken broth, and I'm gonna add some onion, diced onion, dried onions, because I don't want to chop any onions. I think I got onions outside. I just don't want to do that, and that's okay. And then I'm gonna add the little bit of milk that I do have, and it's bacon. So I've got bacon. We went through a phase where we had tons of bacon, then we went through a phase where nobody likes bacon. It happens. So I've got 2 kinds of soups here. Not everybody loves potato. Not everybody loves the cheesy one. So that's a good thing. I think the ones that love the potato will love bacon. So that's a good thing. So I'm just going to chop up this so I can add it to the soup. So here's my soup. I'm going to add some more water to it, because how do you make soup stretch? Add more liquid to it. It's a good thing. Oh, spices are here. So I've got minced onion. Let's add minced onion, dry kind, because you don't want to chop anything up, and that is quite all right. And then I'm going to add this chicken bouillon. This you're going to add to make your base. Let's just pour it all together. Let's just mix it all. Lots of bacon. I wasn't going to use that all up, but I'm like, what am I going to do with that? That's been, again, in my freezer for a while, and we haven't touched it. So this will be a nice potato bacon chowder to eat, which will be really good. Just let that stir here. Now, my original recipe has cream of chicken soup in it. That's the way it is. I'm adding, this is a frozen cream of mushroom, because I got out of cream of chicken. I think I'm going to use it for that soup. So, but just whatever your preference is. I feel like this would be better to have the creamy mushroom in here with the bacon and the potato. But if you want to add the original one, add the chicken in there. So this, We're gonna let this cook, come to a boil, all those good things. So we'll let this heat up and melt, and then I'm gonna add a little bit, I can add actually now, my milk. Now in the soup, there is milk and a lot of veggies too, so it'll add like some good flavors that way. So just, I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. You're supposed to add more, but we are being cautious with our food. And then if it's not thick, which we like ours a little bit thicker, I'll add potato flakes to it. Like instant potato flakes makes it very creamy. So look at that, I'm gonna have a whole pot of soup. I didn't even plan on that. Let me do salt and pepper too. I feel like this is gonna be a nice hearty chowder. That's a good thing. How's our broccoli looking here? It's not even boiling yet, is it? Okay, let's move over here. Let's take our donuts out of the pan here and we'll get these out. Okay, the soups are gonna be great. So I'm gonna take, because this is gonna be cooking away here, I'm gonna add a little bit of chicken bouillon to this because it's gonna be my base in here. I guess the chicken bouillon over here would make more sense to do the cream of chicken in there, but I could have done beef too, but I didn't, so it's okay. This mixture is delicious. So add some of that for flavor. I'm adding a thing of cream of chicken because I'm gonna probably try to avoid adding too much milk to this because I don't have a ton. And then the cheese, the big chunk of cheese. So we're gonna do that right there. Add some salt and pepper and let this do its thing. We should put some, let me get some minced onion too. Because that's good, this is what we're doing. This is how you gather up fragments when you think you don't have food. Like we should have gone shopping 2 weeks ago, right? Like right after Christmas, usually at the end of the month is when we start our shopping, but I haven't even had to go yet, which is good. So I know like I'm gonna need milk and stuff, but I don't need it. It's like, as long as you stay on top of things, and oops, I'm gonna do this because this one is gonna be all milky. As long as you stay on top of things and prepare something. So like yesterday I was so busy cleaning and working, it's like I wasn't like, oh, make sure there's something for breakfast, make sure that there is, like the kids found things, but so if you're intentional, you'll find it and it'll be a good thing. See, this is gonna be plenty, because this is gonna make this creamy, the chicken, look at all that good chicken in there. And then I'll have the, I'll add a little bit of milk to this, and then we'll have the gnocchi. I think that's gonna be really good, look at this. Make it creamy, gathering up fragments. With the lid on this, cook away. So this soup is done. It tastes delicious. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just turn it off. I'm gonna add sour cream, the little bit that I have left. Very little. And then, let's see. Can you get it out with the spatula? I think you can. We're gathering up those fragments. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of instant potato flakes to thicken it a little bit. You don't wanna add too much, but I know, like, it just helps add a little bit of thickness. Not everybody loves watery soup. I don't. I mean, I don't mind it, but I like a little bit thicker soup. So just stir that in. And this is gonna be great. This is very flavorful because it can taste very with the mushrooms and the bacon and the potatoes. It'll be a nice hearty soup. I did not plan on making this big giant container, but that worked out really well. So we have got a good thing of soup right here. And then I've got these croutons. Got these at the discount store. These are so good. Look at that, delicious. Potato bacon chowder. That's a good soup right there. All right, that one's done. Another one I'm gonna gather up fragments for, turn my things off, is like roasted vegetables. Now I cooked these sweet potatoes, remember the other day? I had one already. I still have this other one. I have Brussels sprouts, and I have this broccoli stir fry. I'm not sure why I bought that, but I didn't really do anything with it. So I'm thinking to make a big thing of some roasted vegetables to have with dinner tonight. So I am gonna do, so we're gonna get creative here. Creativity is the mother of all invention, is it not? So let me open up the broccoli stir fry. Let's see what's even in there. Okay, it's got some sugar snap peas, broccoli, cauliflower, and corn. I think that's gonna work. I love Brussels sprouts too. Those are really good. And then what I'm gonna do, I do have a whole thing of peas here, but I feel like that's a lot to put in there for roasted vegetables. But you know what? The more the merrier. This probably not gonna fit. I might put it on top. Let me peel these sweet potatoes and get the outside off. And I'm gonna try to put this in chunks without, you know what though? Hold on. I'm thinking if I put this in here, it's gonna smush because it's so soft, because it's already cooked. So let me do that in a minute. Let me just peel this stuff up the outside. For the veggies, I'm gonna come up with something here. We're gonna make a nice little glaze. Back a long time ago, we went to the Longhorn Steakhouse, and they had like honey glazed Brussels sprouts, and they were so delicious. I made them at home, and they were very good. And so I was thinking, I'm like, I want something like that on here. So what I'm thinking is, you know, you should put olive oil on these veggies. Let's do some of this in here. And then you're gonna want to do salt and pepper. My fingers are continually wet, so I don't want to touch my salt and pepper. We're gonna just toss these, that's a lot of salt, hold on, and pepper. And then let me mix this. Where's my spurtle? Toss these, because they are frozen. So what I'm thinking is I've got this balsamic glaze. I'm thinking to put some of this with honey. I probably should mix it together, but I'm not going to, because that's one more step. So I'm thinking to put this on the veggies, because I never even used this. It was one of those things I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this being so good, and I never even used it. So we're gathering and using them up. So I'm gonna cover that like that, and then put some honey. I feel like that would be good. Is it gonna be? I don't know, I'll let you know. Mix and taste. I'm thinking some garlic. This is garlic and parsley in there as well. And then I'm gonna add the rest of these peas in here because no one's gonna eat these. I love peas. I'll make a huge veggie bowl. All these roasted vegetables. But the flavors taste good because it has a little bit of that vinegar, and then it's got the sweetness of the honey. Is this gonna be for everybody? No, but I feel like you make it for you. You know what I mean? And the flavors, let me try this. I personally like those, so I feel like that's good. So I'm gonna put those here. The garlic is, I think that added to it for sure. That looks delicious. And then I'm gonna take this and chop this up real carefully because it's already cooked. It's not gonna need a whole lot of anything. It's gonna be more smush. And that's okay. I like sweet potatoes anyway. Maxine likes sweet potatoes. I should put some in her dog bowl. I should. She really likes sweet potatoes. She'll smell it. If I'm making sweet potatoes, I have it on my plate. Ooh, sunshine. She is like right there eating it up. She's sleeping away right now. I'll give her a nice big chunk here. Give her 2 big chunks. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on here. I feel like if I stir it, it's gonna just fall apart. Is that true? A little bit. Okay, I'm gonna carefully put that on here. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna put this in the oven and let this roast. You know what I really love in my kitchen is my material rugs, like so much better. Even the kids were like, these are so much better in here. It is nice because water does get on the floor and things drop, so it's nice having those here. So I definitely will not use the rubber ones, we'll just have this. So this is good. Okay, so we've got breakfast done, we've got lunch, plenty of lunch. This can go for tomorrow too, and then dinner. We'll have the roasted red vegetables, and then for dinner, you know what I bought? This is something that I had as a child. Did anybody else have Schwan food? I saw a Schwan truck the other day, and I was like, they are still around. My mom would get Schwan delivered. It was so good. I remember being a kid, because we had one grocery store in town, but it was a small grocery store. And you know, it's not like Walmart where you can get everything you want now. But I remember they didn't have like good popsicles. They just had like the kinds like the red, the grape, the cherry, and the orange ones, you know, or maybe that's all we had, I don't know. But I remember Schwan would come and we would get like root beer float popsicles, and they were so good, and drumsticks, and they had delicious ice cream, and we would get all their delicious food. And one of the things we used to get from them was stuffed, well, for one, we got stuffed chicken breasts. The other thing we got was bagel dogs. They were my absolute favorite. I think Nathan's Hot Dogs makes them now. I haven't got them because they're like I don't know, $1.50 or something per thing. And I'm like, okay, is it really, do I really need that? No, you could probably make them too. But bagel dogs were like my go-to for lunch. Something I don't know, we loved having it. I don't know, maybe back then there wasn't a lot of prepared foods in the freezer. Maybe there was, I don't know. Like my mom, she would get little mini pizzas and she would get burritos frozen. That's what we ate because she worked, she did hair. So it just made lunches easier. So I'm like, did the stores have that or did she just get it delivered because out of convenience? I would do it out of convenience. So I'm like, but I saw these and we've been talking about getting them. I'm like, I need to get them. I think ours were called stuffed chicken Kiev. And it had this, it was just broccoli. I'm just thinking, I feel like one had butter in it with a bunch of spices. That was the Kiev, K-I-E-V, however I'm saying that. We had some broccoli one and I believe Aldi, did I get these from Aldi? I probably did, I don't remember where I got these from, but they had one with ham in it too, a cordon bleu. So we're gonna have these tonight because we've never had these. Something simple. I'm gonna put it over noodles and we'll have it with veggies. So that's gonna be something, just something different and fun. So I'm pretty sure, again, is an oven 25 minutes. Okay. So I will get it out of a pan, getting my food done because I don't want to have to cook later today because, you know, life. Let me go get a pan for these. We're still gonna do some stuff today, some cleaning, but I want to get the food part done and then focus on my school for the kids. And then the afternoon is when I work on like a project, a cleaning project. Oh, these are so much smaller than I remember. As a kid, they looked huge. Now they're like mini. Look at how tiny those are. That'll be great. We'll have them. And we get them in they're stuffed full, so you chop into them and you put them over noodles and it would just release the sauce onto the noodles. I don't know. We have them. I thought it'd be fun to try them for dinner. So this soup is pretty much, I think there's a little chunk in there. Is that a little chunk in there? There's a chunk in there. The only difference is I would probably add more broccoli to this, but I'm gonna wait. We're gonna add this and see what it tastes like. Dripping everywhere. Why do you do that, Amy? Wipe my stove down when I'm finished. But I think that with that gnocchi, it's gonna be delicious. I really do. Because like, who doesn't love gnocchi? So gnocchi, just put it in when it comes to a boil, it'll come to the top and it'll be done. So I'm thinking I'll try it, see how it is. If it's good, I might add some like frozen broccoli, chop it up, and maybe I'll leave it like this, serve this today. And if we need more, I can always add more. I'm not gonna thicken this in any way. I think I'll just leave it the way that this is. But this, that was a surprise soup right there. Perfect, so we'll let that kind of do its thing. It'll come to a boil. We gotta make the glaze for our donuts. And then that'll be it for food today, right? Because I've got enough for breakfast. Plenty of soups for lunch. This will be good for tomorrow because we have to leave out the door before lunch tomorrow. Dinner will be done and then we can put out munchies tonight. I'll put out the spinach dip and the cheese I'll cut up with the meat. We'll have that tonight. And then, I was gonna do chocolate dip pretzels, but we don't need all that because we got the donuts. That can be another day because I have all that chocolate too. And then the girls today are gonna make the hamburger cookies over there because we're gonna take a treat to our little group, and so that'll be something fun to take to our group for tomorrow. So let's get the stuff up for the glaze and we'll make that. So I'm using the Fragments. So that was Country Crock, you know, fake virgin butter. It was a big container in my refrigerator with just a little bit in it that I have to use up. So I put in there with a little stick of margarine that I had because that's what I had. So I'm gonna add, is it only 2 cups of powdered sugar? Okay. I'm gonna do this right here. Add some vanilla. Here's a pinch of salt. Let me get the salt. I didn't tell you I tried that soup. It's delicious. The gnocchi balls are so good. They're really hot, so I had to get a real salt. But what was great about them was that when you bit into them, it's got the Alfredo in it. So that's a good soup. So I just shut that off. I added pasta to my other thing over there, so it's boiling for dinner tonight. I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm feeling really good. Feeling good with food for my family. That's too liquidy. I think I added too much butter because I didn't really measure it, so just add a little bit more flour. I did, you know what? I did make extra donuts, so let's overdo here. Because I tripled the recipe actually, so we'll have to do a little bit more icing. That's good. Just mix this in. I'll mix it a little bit more. So have a nice coating. This is good, and then I'm finished here for kitchen work. And then what I do is, this has been my new schedule for this year. Is it gonna be all the same? No. I get my film in, what I wanna get done, my normal day-to-day mom jobs, and then the kids, they're doing their thing right now. They will come down and we will do our book reading time together. So we will do we're reading Cheap Got the Dozen book, right now the old one, which is fun. I said, we'll read it and then we'll watch the old movie, because, you know, it's always good to do that and just kind of see how much better a book would be than a video. So we're gonna do that, and then we take a break and we'll do our chores, and they'll do like extras. There's a lot of jobs. There is a lot of jobs to do. Like every time I think about something, I write it on the board over there. So it's just like things like, okay, do this, do this. They got grass that's gotta be cut. We've got towels to fill. We got dishes to put away. We'll have floors to sweep and mop, and bathrooms to clean, all those good things. And we're working on, I'm doing the deep cleaning, so I still have a few areas I want to work on today. So it's like all those extra things. And then we'll work for a little bit, and then we'll sit and do our school time together, our group school. And then we'll do that for a little bit, and then I usually take a break and I'll do my stuff, the extra jobs, my other deep clean I want to do for the day. And then after that, I usually either close the video, whatever I decide to do, and then we have, they take a break and we go for a walk or go for a bike ride just to get out, get some fresh air and do that. We'll do that for about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, and then come back, and if there's any school to finish up, they'll finish that up, or if there's like certain chores to do, they'll do that. If not, then they'll be free. So free me, like they can do whatever they want, like device time is what I mean. So it's a good schedule. I like it. I don't have to go anywhere today. I don't have to pick anybody up. I don't have to drive anywhere. So I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of that today and just enjoy being at home, which is a good thing, because tomorrow will be busy running, and that's okay. Not every day is a running day. So I am happy with that. Okay, this is looking good. I just want to make this a little bit thicker. So we're gonna dip our donuts. I'm gonna get my sprinkles down. I'll probably do Christmas, because I have a lot of Christmas, and those are delicious. It doesn't matter what kind of sprinkles they are. There's many ways to make this less messy. I have these to use up. They're not, I have a box that I bought from Amazon. These are just took on the box. They wouldn't use up a space in my drawer. But a great way to do this would be to put it on a cookie sheet and then put those in it, because all that frosting is going to drip off it and make, you know, a gigantic mess. So if you could make sure you keep it on there, that's going to help your cleanup a whole lot better. I guess I can put two, right? All right, there we go. Perfect. I guess it's only 6. That's not too bad. So I'm just going to dip them, and then I'm using up holiday sprinkles. My goal, use up the entire container. That's a lot of sprinkles. We'll see. Just dip them and then set them back down. So I'm finished for right now in the kitchen. So I've got the vegetables, they're almost done in the oven, and then I've got the chicken in there, and then I'll be finished. And then I've got soups for lunch today. We're good. So I'm gonna take a break from you guys, and I'm gonna go do stuff with my kids, and then I'll be back, and then we'll do our little bit of a project today, whatever that may be. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so we are doing good. We got our reading done. We read a bunch of chapters from our book, so it's just funny reading through it. They like do that, yeah, because the showers, you know, 7-minute showers, keeping it in the motion study of getting things done quickly. So it's just good reading that. So we did that, and then we're doing our chores right now. So Jensen's cutting the grass and weed whacking, and we did dishes, clean out the vacuums, and what else? Jensen glued
folded laundry.
Folded laundry. Maddie folded laundry. Steven likes dishes. It's funny because we always had the older, I mean, every kid does things, but obviously when you're a mom and you're busy, like the older ones are going to do more of the work that's a little bit more like you, not that you want it done right, but you want it done right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, well, you guys are all older, so it's hard. Cutting the grass, I guess I wouldn't give it to a 5-year-old. I would give it to a 14-year-old to do, is what I mean. That kind of thing. So dishes always, the responsibility of dishes always landed on the older one, because it's always a lie. It seems like the older kids just did it. It was just like, okay, they're like, oh, I'm on dishes duty, I'm on dishes duty. And they hated that. Well, then it came down to autumn. Hold on, you good? And then it came down on dishes duty, and it was like Jaden did it, Brooklyn did it, and then Autumn's coming along and she's doing it. And so she's like, dishes, you know, and so it's just, she's stepping up. But Steven likes putting dishes away.
Steven's great at putting dishes.
He's great at putting dishes away, and so like I don't usually lose anything either. He puts it away.
No, I'm bad at dishes.
Maddie's good. She likes doing floors. She's a good mopper, and she's a good towel folder. She's the towel folder. She's the Grandma Linda towel folder, where they're all nice and neat, looking good, not after her mom, not after her mommy. So she is doing this, but it's funny because it totally skipped all those kids, and I said, whew, I said maybe all you kids in between. I said, we'll miss out on the chance of dishes because your brother really likes putting dishes away. So
I won't have to look like put away dishes.
Might not have to do dishes. We'll see if he really likes doing that. So he's doing that. Jensen's bringing the lawnmower through the house, which works out really good. It's better going through the house than walking all the way around.
Probably.
We do that. So then we're gonna have, so then we're gonna eat and we're gonna do the rest of our school stuff here. So she's like, we need some bread. And I'm like, I don't have any bread, but I do have crescent rolls. So she said she'd roll these out and then we can have that with our soup. And then I got remember the manatee I broke? Jensen glued that for me here with hot glue, because I did.
No, it's the man with the hand.
The man with the hand did
did
that. Yeah, I glued what's this stuff called? The super glue. This came on, but I couldn't get the back piece, it wouldn't stick. So he just did some hot glue and got it. So I'm gonna go put that in my Christmas box, make sure that's in the closet, because I think they just put up there. And then Maddie's gonna make these and we can bake them in the oven, and then we'll have lunch and we'll do our school. Perfect.
I think they're okay.
I'm gonna bring you to the scene with the hole in the wall for where our TV's gonna go. That's okay. So we have had a good afternoon. We did our school, and we did a couple days worth of school because tomorrow we're gonna be gone. And so just sat and talked and got to go through things. And it's just like when you have those moments where it's like good and you have conversations and you talk and it's like, okay, they're understanding it, they're getting it. And so we did a lot. We got a lot done. We sat, and then I just finished and we sat and had some lunch. So everybody had soup. It was very good, very good. The gnocchi soup, delicious. So we had that cleaned up, and then I was like, all right, you guys can be free for a little bit, and I was gonna go and do extra cleaning, but I don't think I want to, so I'm okay. I was gonna clean like some areas that I missed yesterday. I didn't do yesterday, like when as part of my kitchen area, and I thought, you know what, that's okay, because something else I'm gonna focus on, I'm not gonna film, is upstairs, because we have a lot of our Christmas decor, and we have that closet upstairs. So I just kind of, we're gonna store some stuff in the garage. We just don't have a lot of storage out there. There is stuff in the attic. I just don't know how I feel about putting my decor in the attic, because I don't want anything to, it's really hot, and I know it'll get hot, so I don't want anything to happen to it. So I was just upstairs in that closet, and I kind of moved things around a little bit, took things out. I have a lot of decor, not a lot, I have some decor I brought from my old house, and I haven't done anything with it yet. So we brought all of that down. It's sitting on the table now, so everything is there for me to decorate, which will be good. I'll probably do that next week. Well, probably not, more likely next week. And so, or this weekend, and I'll film it. So we did all that. And so the closet, I freed up a lot of space. And so I'm gonna take a lot of the Christmas bins that we have in the garage, and we're gonna take them upstairs. That's gonna be our extra chores day. I'm not gonna film that though. So I can get all that stored in there and go, okay, this is good. I feel a lot better having it in the house. So just in case any lizards get inside of it outside, I'm like, that'll work. So that's what we're gonna do for extra today. I was gonna do the extra work, and I started doing it. I'm like, I don't think I want to. So I'm gonna close today's video, be done, pull the footage off, start editing it, and then the kids and I are gonna go for our walk for the day, take Maxine, get out, and then come back, and then we'll do those extra jobs, and it's done. Dinner is done and ready. Got the chicken, the noodles, and the veggies, and it's delicious. We got little crescent rolls. It is gonna be a good day. And then we're gonna swim in the pool. I turn the heater on. We leave it off during the night. We have the cover on it now. Thank you for those who told us to put the cover on. Genius, hello. Keeps it nice and covered, keeps it warm, and then we turn the heater on about in the afternoon, and it heats up, and it's been pretty warm. It still stays pretty warm. It'll stay nice for the night, and then we'll swim, and it'll be good. That's our fun thing to do at nighttime. So that's our thing for Thursday. So I thank you for watching. So you have a fantastic rest of your day. Come back tomorrow. I will do something. I'll film something. I'm gonna be out and doing some running. That's Maxine and her ball. Doing some running, but I will still film for the day. So all right, see ya. Bye.